It's very sick. Have you guys heard of the Helix Metaverse project?
I haven't, no.
I don't know if I can. Let me figure out the chat features of Gather, and I'll send a link over to you.
Cool.
Oh, that's neat.
What are they
Okay, so I
working
can. So it's very similar to Surreal. Surreal is the name of this project, right?
on? Correct, yeah.
Very similar idea. Trying to go for a realistic or hyper-realistic metaverse where there are in-game items that are represented as NFTs, and you can make in-game transactions for those NFTs.
Yep.
And that's really all I know about it. They've had a lot of big name collaborations and partnerships announced recently. So they're doing great on the marketing front. I can't tell you how much of their game is finished with just all their marketing promo material, but
Yeah.
definitely worth looking into. So let me find a link for you.
Yeah, I just found them on Twitter here. So
Nice. Okay.
yeah, Helix. Okay. Yeah. Looks pretty rad. Yeah, I have seen some, but I'll have to watch the trailer when I'm not hanging out in here. But yeah, this one allows you to, this project in particular, you can import your Mempo NFT. So if you own a Mempo NFT, you can import it. Let's see if mine's saved.
I remember Memphis, man.
Yeah.
I was this close to minting one, then they had mint day troubles, unfortunately.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Now you can pick them up for they're like $20. They're not too expensive.
Yeah.
They do give you exclusive perks inside of here, right? So you get I think it's 2 times the coins if you're a Mempo holder. You earn 2 times the coins as a standard user. So you're able to pick up swag a little bit faster that way.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, let me see. Customize character. Hopefully it's got my saved one in here. Let's see. It doesn't. There he is. All right, cool. So yeah, I imported him last time I had my avatar connected. And the next thing we're working on with these guys is we're actually going to be bringing in a full-on 3D kind of OpenSeas, right? So anything that's a 3D object we'll be bringing in here. So they'll have their own marketplace inside of here that they can buy, sell, and trade 3D NFTs inside of.
Yeah, man, I love it. This kind of metaverse experience, I think, is inevitable. So I love that you're working on it. I think, my last question, and then I'll mute and let others take over, and you can give some more context to anybody else that joined, is how are you exactly using Tableland? How is the experience, the development experience? And if you just want to talk more about that.
Yeah, totally, man. The Tableland guys are awesome. I've known Andrew for a really long time, and got to meet the rest of the team throughout the process of going through the pilot program. And yeah, they were just super helpful throughout that entire process of hey, what should this look like, right? I mean, we're dealing with anywhere. I mean, if you go into our character creator, we're dealing with so many different columns and rows and things like that, right? And what we can do. Here, let me just pick one. Just even with the face, right? I mean, there's 10 different facial options and 10 different ear options and 10 eye options and all of that different data, right? So figuring out the best way to structure that and delivering that in an NFT format, and then obviously being able to save it and go back and modify it, things like that. They were super helpful throughout that entire process, figuring it out.
Yeah. So how many tables power this experience?
So the way that we have it set up is each person, basically, when they sign in and they decide to connect their MetaMask, we automatically create them a table on Tableland, right? And mint that in their name. And then everything else is their avatar information is contained inside of that table, right? So once they've minted it, all of that data, the face, the ears, the eyes, the weight. I mean, there's age in this thing. There's sliders. So all of that information is saved inside of a single table. And then that's the user's avatar, if you will, right?
Awesome. Cool, man.
Awesome. Anybody else got any questions? Want me to kind of run through a quick context here?
I have a quick question. I know that you have a secondary. I'm not sure if it's a secondary mint, but I'm a holder, so I just wanted to know, if you could touch up on that. I just recently went on the Discord, so
Nice.
Be a little bit of info on that if you don't mind.
Yeah, and I will say, like, so I don't run Mempo. We work with Mempo, and I'll give you the details as if I know them, and I'm a holder as well. I'll give you the details as I hold them, but don't hold me to it. But basically, yeah, what the plan is, and I was just kind of explaining this. The plan is to release a marketplace, a full-on NFT marketplace that's driven by 3D assets, right? So inside of here, you'll be able to walk into an actual marketplace, walk up, buy, interact, and purchase NFTs directly from that 3D marketplace. What they're going to do is they're doing the lifestyle brand, right? So when we talk about being able to save your avatar, right? It's currently using Tableland to save your avatar data, not necessarily the Mempo stuff. Let me jump in here, go back into character customizer. You'll be able to eventually either save or mint. So if my MetaMask was connected, this would say mint. And then we start getting into like cool outfits, right? So right now, these are just a bunch of like stuff that you're allowed to use, like things that are preset that are baked in for you. But eventually, there's going to be different cool like avatar swag that'll be part of that lifestyle collection.
Oh, killer! Yeah, I just went back and yeah, it's like the Daruma. If I'm not, I think it's called Daruma. Daruma is like the new drop, so that makes sense. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, and then every holder is going to be getting a new and upgraded Mempo as well. So it'll be kind of the same Mempo number. It's just a lot cooler looking.
Oh, that's killer! Yeah, I think I bought Mempo when it was first announced at Tableland, so I've just kind of been hanging out. Yeah, and I played some of the demos, and it was I really enjoyed it. I thought most of it was really well done. I mean, anyone can use it if you're listening and wanted to randomly try it. You don't even I don't think you even need to connect the wallet. You can just like go on and check it out. It's well worth it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I kind of call it the Dave and Buster's of the metaverse. So there's a handful of mini games you can play, and they do releases too. So they just got wrapped up with we did, if anybody's familiar with Dunkaroos from the 90s, right? We did they're kind of back out, and we did a mini game for Dunkaroos. But basically, any of the games that you go in and play, you're able to then so right now there's Mempo Runner and there's Sahota Takedown. If you play either of those, you can earn coins, and then you can come in here to the arcade machine and redeem those coins for prizes, right? So keyboard, some funny ass flip flops, t-shirts, hats, that kind of fun jazz. And then as they onboard new brands, they'll be doing more and more of those different pieces.